the vast majority of guys out there do not and will not acquire the time, the knowledge, the expertise, and they won't put in the reps, and they won't actually draw the hard boundaries when it's time to walk away. If they open the door a crack, some girl will blow it wide open, and the guy will just get overrun before it's too late. And so it's just like, if you're a dude who can't stop eating ice cream, and if you can't have just one spoonful, you're going to eat the whole damn pint, then it's better for you just to not have ice cream in the house and not eat it at all, instead of saying, oh, like, well, it fits my diet or it's under my calories for the day, because you're so much more likely to just blow through a whole pint of ice cream because you have no self-control. So just cut it out completely. In any case, yeah, I think the point you made certainly does not get talked about enough. Like Gad Saad has talked about this a lot in the Evo Psych, and that's why it's so ridiculous that Evo Psych is still considered pseudoscience from the APA and these sort of mainstream publications. But it was funny, man, because I remember a couple weeks ago, we had a couple girls from Ladies Night. I think the one girl she was like single mom, 2x2, like 2 kids by 2 different dads, and I think it was a particularly heated discussion. And then she commented later, 6 months after the fact, it was like a couple weeks ago. It's like, oh yeah, just so you know, I'm happily, engaged in, with a guy and pregnant with a guy who's already got some other kids. Haha, joke's on you guys. I'm like, joke's on us. Like, you are putting your kids in the worst position possible. Not only did you selfishly break up the nuclear family twice, now you're bringing in a whole layer of complexity. Like, the Brady Bunch is not real, guys. There's no way Marsha and Greg weren't getting it on in that house. Like, you're just not going to convince me otherwise. It's how it was going. You had 2 17-year-old kids under the same roof. Like, something was going on. Yeah. So the layer of complexity is huge. No guy wants to be – you're going to be the second priority all the time. What's the number one line you hear from single moms? My kids are my world, and they always come first.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a guy worth his salt and you've got options in a relationship, like 100% compliance all the time. Whatever I say goes. I am the priority. You serve me. I am the leader. I am the leader of this household. My decision is the final decision. There is nobody that's above me. So you're already a second-class citizen, potentially in your own house if you decide to bring them in. You're raising kids that aren't yours. A lot of it, I think, just stems from, first of all, it's low-hanging fruit. I think it's the most common thing. Guys get unplugged, and the first woman that tends to show them attention is single mom, because they will love bomb them and they say, you're so amazing. You're my savior. You saved me and my kids. My ex-boyfriend or ex-husband was such a POS, and you're just this amazing guy. And a lot of times that dude is still around. Like, the child's father, kid's father doesn't go away. He's still around.
He doesn't go away, man. Like, you go out for a birthday dinner or something, that guy's probably going to be there. I mean, I've sat at a table with hot mom and the kids, and the kid's dad sitting there. It's just not right, man. It's just not right.
And not only that, I've heard stories of the chick still getting piped down on the side from the guy while you're out there taking Timmy to soccer practice. She's running the ex-boyfriend through the house and that you pay for, right? And the electricity that you pay for and the water bill, and she's running him in and out of the house while you're taking her son to kids to soccer practice or whatever. It's alpha seed beta need, essentially. There's a lot that can go wrong, but just think about the facts. Like, you're taking a woman that's already broken up her family selfishly most of the time. I mean, there's some times where women need to get out and this and that and the other, but then you can just point to the fact that, well, you chose poorly. So you're choosing poorly to get with the guy in the first place, or you selfishly broke up the marriage or broke up the relationship and put your kids in a terrible position, if you know anything about the way kids turn out. But I guess you can't fault women for buying into the propaganda that, single motherhood is their heroes, or that it's the hardest job in the world and they should all, like, every time Father's Day comes around, it's hilarious because moms just can't let dads have anything on their own. They'd say, well, I'm the dad too. It's like, no, the dude just got sick of your shit and bounced on you. There's nothing good or redeemable about it.
Here's a good point from Deborah. She's talking about false accusations from vengeful children who want the stepdad out of the house. I'll tell you a story. There was, there's a situation that I was in many, many moons ago. It was probably 2013 or 14 when I first started dating this gal, and we were traveling somewhere. She had her small kids with her. And, like, you're trying to entertain them, do interesting stuff. Long story short, one of the kids pretended that he was injured because there was some play fighting going on, right? absolute fake acting sort of stuff. And there was accusations thrown around. Oh, my neck's broken, my back's broken. You start getting called names by the other kid. Mom gets all worried about it. The whole thing's a fucking melt. Like, there's no peace in it. There's no peace in your vacation. There's no peace in your day because you do something that exerts authority, a boundary, or you say or do anything that they don't like. They know that they can pull on the heartstrings of mom by acting out, right? I mean, kids do this in a household with a 2-parent household with mom and dad in the house all the time anyway. You don't think they're going to pull this fucking shit on you guys when you're not the biological father? Trust me, it happens. And you have no authority in that situation. It's not cool. Like on any and every level, you're far better off as a man dealing with a woman that doesn't have children in tow from a prior relationship. It's just better. There's no even if you're a guy with a child, you're still better off dating women without kids. I don't care what anybody says. It's just better. Trust me.
And guys will say it's hard. And guys will say, oh, well, those women don't like me because I have kids. It's like, I don't know, man. What do you want to do? Improve, get better, like have better game, make more money, be jacked. All these things we talk about all the time. But that's a huge pitfall I think I see with Unplugged guys all the time. I can't take credit for this.
They lower their value.
Well, not only that, but they unplug from the stuff and they read the book and they watch it like, okay, now they're going to go and try this out in the wild. But the only attention they're getting is from single moms, but they're getting GBD or what they think is GBD. And it's like, well, this is the first time I've ever gotten GBD. So I will just sweep the kid thing under the rug because it's like crack, man. The first time you ever get a woman to
off, you know, I only have to deal with it half the time. Like you know, complicate life, justify why, right?
Right. So yeah, I mean, I think guys mostly will ignore this. I mean, we've seen guys ignore it. We've seen guys make terrible decisions when it comes to this, and it very rarely, if ever, works out. And even if it does, you know, there's a small part of that guy deep down is like, man, like this is a bad, but you're in too deep. He knows, but he's in too deep. And
once you've seen guys personally enter the community, we hang out at events, we do shit, we have conversations. They're dealing with
single mom comes along.
The 2x2 former stripper or something like that, 2 kids from 2 different fathers, and they just revert back to the
disappears and marries her ass.
They disappear. You never see them at another event again. And you know, you're going to hear from later on down the road. You're going to hear about the fucking colossal train wreck that happens, but you can avoid all of that by just not getting involved in it. And if you know you're one of these guys that, well, there's all I'm finding is single moms out there. All I'm getting on dating apps for matches is single moms. Is like, your value is too fucking low. Increase your attractiveness, increase your value, your optionality will broaden, and you'll have a better experience. Well, these gals, they cost too much money. The dates are costing. The more a woman likes you, the less it's going to cost you. Okay, your value's too low.
Simple.
A lot of the guys out there that sign up for dealing with a single mom and her kids would be better off using the time, effort, and resources on themselves. Go to the gym, lose the weight, learn a new skill, start up a side hustle, make some more money, be more.
They can't say no to the ice cream, man.
Yeah,
they can't say no to the ice cream.
They can't. Network of guys that are going to hold you accountable and say, stop fucking being that guy, and they back you up, and they put mirrors in front of you and say, look at this shit, dude. Like, this is what you're doing. Like, take a look at this stuff in your blind spot. I hate to say it, but we've spent a lot of time on this. I don't think we need to say much more. Is there anything else that we missed?
Don't do it.
All right, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.